Hello, welcome to the Vintage Motorist. Today it's been National Drive It Day, where owners of classic and historic vehicles are encouraged to take to the road. So Primrose and I thought we would join in. Our travels today took us from the county of Hampshire up into Wiltshire to the Crofton Beam Engines next to the Kennet and Avon Canal. From there we went up into Hungerford in Berkshire and then took a scenic tour back down into Hampshire, where we managed to get some shots with a steam train. Overall today we've covered around about 100 miles. We've still got a few miles to go, but in the meantime I thought I'd share with you some highlights from today. So in this video you're going to see some of the vehicles that we saw out and about for Drive It Day. I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of Crofton Pumping Station and why it's so historically important, and then we're going to finish off with a shot of a steam train. So we're off on another adventure today, and we'll just wait for Daisy here to cross the road, one of the many hazards on rural roads. We'll see a few of those today, and do look out for the pheasant later on in the film. But as I say, today is National Drive It Day, which also includes National Ride It Day for motorcyclists. This event was started by the Federation of British Historic Vehicle Clubs, and it's to promote the use of heritage vehicles on our roads, and to hopefully be able to continue using them into the future without any restrictions being imposed. But this event also celebrates the 1,000-mile trial that was an 11-day round Britain public test. It started on the 23rd of April 1900 to prove the viability of the newfangled invention of the motor car. Few at the time believed that they would ever catch on. But the event was organised by the Automobile Club. There were 83 entries, of which 65 made it to the starting point at Grosvenor Place, London. 6 days in, by the time Edinburgh was reached, 51 cars were still running and 35 vehicles made it back to London, having covered 1,000 miles in 11 days, which is extremely impressive. So we're heading through the beautiful countryside, and it won't be long until we reach our first destination, which is at Crofton in Wiltshire, alongside the Kennet and Avon Canal. Crofton Beam Engines is one of the many sites who invite car owners to come and display their cars. Fantastic turnout today. In fact, they had to use their overflow parking, which we'll see a bit later. Some stunning cars on display, including this Jowett Javelin, which was launched in 1947, a car before its time, very futuristic. Anyway, as we head into the main site, you'll see there are some other vehicles on display. A lot of these belong to volunteers and staff at the Crofton Beam Engines. This car particularly stood out, this Stanley Steamer of 1914. Superb vehicle this is, extremely well looked after. This is something I would love to have a go at driving one day, yeah, that's on the list. Anyway, we'll head into the building. The site itself, the reason that these beam engines are here is because of the canal which runs next door. To maintain the level of the canal, they needed a pump to pump the water to keep the level of the water up in the canal because of it was so steep. And today these beam engines are still here, and this engine from 1812 is the oldest beam engine in the United Kingdom that's still it's in the same location and still capable of doing the same job it was designed to do. So historically this is an incredibly important site, and amazing that a piece of machinery from 1812 is still operating, still doing the job that it was designed to do, pumping that water from the well below up to the top, and keeping the water levels in the canal nice and high. So there you can see the canal itself, the Kennet and Avon, and if you look over there you can see the pumping station and where it is in relation to the canal. Also inside the pumping station there are some smaller steam engines that have come from various places. This one came from Aldershot, which is not too far from where I live. You can see the bricks over the top of the boiler, And then outside you've got the main chimney that helps for the draft to draw the fire in that boiler. Very tall chimney, and it's really nice to see it. As we go back outside, have a look at one or two of the other vehicles. This stunning Rolls-Royce, another superb vehicle, again extremely well looked after. And then in the overflow car park, we've got some other vehicles here, such as this Ford Popular. A bit of a contrast from the Rolls-Royce. You've got this another Daisy the Daimler. That's a very big car, that one. There were a lot more cars here on display. I haven't filmed them all. And just to show you the contrast, the Primrose there next to the E-Type and the TVR. Anyway, we'll head back out on the road again. Do take in all the wonderful scenery. I shall stop talking for the moment, and I will join you again later on in the film. But yeah, just sit back and enjoy the ride. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I just want to take a moment just to say a big thank you to all the support I've been getting from my previous videos. The comments have been amazing, in fact quite overwhelming. It's just incredible that so many people are enjoying what I'm putting together. I know that I'm enjoying making the videos. A huge thank you to those who have clicked on the super thanks buttons. All funds are gratefully received, hugely appreciated, because they help me carry on making these videos. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. Please click the bell for notifications. If you've liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. But for the time being, from Primrose and myself, we'd like to say thank you for watching and hope that you'll join us next time.